Recently, I ran a training session for real estate salespeople about prospecting. And one of the things that I almost always do in my prospecting sessions is towards the end, get all the salespeople to start making phone calls to people, whether it's buyers or database or cold calls, really just to practice making those calls. And one of the salespeople in that session didn't really make any phone calls. He made one or two. So I went over and I asked him, why are you not making any phone calls? And he said, I don't really have anybody to call. So I asked him to pull his phone out and to scroll through names, and I told him, right, stop, now call this person. And he said, I can't. And I said, why? And he said, well, I know this person. I met him at an open home and he wasn't happy with me. I know that he doesn't like me, so I don't want to call him. I told him, how do you know? Just give him a call. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? They will tell you that they don't want to talk to you. And he said, okay, I'll make that phone call. And he called the person, and the minute the person picked up the phone, I could hear on the other side, hey, how are you, Mr. Salesperson? It was a happy conversation, and as a result of that conversation, the salesperson got to go and meet with the person and get an appraisal. And I share this story because I think a lot of times in real estate, we make assumptions. We make assumptions on what people will say to us, what people will do, how they would react to that. And making those assumptions stop us from doing certain things. I'm making an assumption, for example, with that salesperson, that the prospecting is not going to work, that the person will not like us, or with a buyer making the assumption that the buyer cannot or will not buy a house, with the vendors making an assumption that the vendors will not take a certain offer or will not want to be informed about certain things. Assumptions, assumptions, assumptions. Most of the times, those assumptions are wrong. And they stop us from doing our business, from getting more business. Whenever you find yourself making an assumption, just stop. Tell yourself, no, I'm making an assumption, and just pick up the phone or make that conversation and go and do the activity. Because you will find that most of the time the assumption was a wrong assumption. Yes, sometimes people will not want to talk to us. Yes, sometimes somebody is angry at us, but also many times a person was angry at us at a certain point for a certain reason, but it doesn't mean that they don't like us or don't want to deal with us. So just making that connection again reminds them of us, and they will be happy to deal with us, to talk to us. So stop making assumptions. Whenever you find yourself making an assumption, just do the activity, make the call, talk to that person, and you will see that through doing those things, you are able to achieve more and to get more business.